Hey guys, it's Sierra, aka Ride and Dirty. So I just wanted to address a couple things and talk to you guys about something. I was homeless for a period of time, but it's not for why you think. So I know it's hard for some people to understand or even want to believe, but I was homeless by choice. I'm originally from southeast Idaho, and I had a job. I lived inside of a house, but at some point things changed for me and I decided I needed a change. I wanted to move out of state and I decided I wanted to move to Las Vegas, but I decided to do it in an unconventional way. I saved some money, I quit my job, and then I moved out of my house and I prepared to live in my car. I got everything ready. I told all my friends and I told my family later, but I told my friends that this is what my plan was and this is what I was going to do. And then I did it. I packed all my stuff into the car. I was so scared and I was afraid, and I made so many mistakes along the way, but it was intentional and I did it on purpose. It's what I wanted to do with my life. And if you guys are interested in hearing why, stick with me for the rest of the video and I will try to explain. I wanted to live in the city, but I didn't want to do it with the cost that came associated with it. So a big part of me deciding to live in my car was due to money. Even though I had some saved, I didn't want to spend money on rent at the time. One of the less apparent benefits to living in my car was, for me, I could see that I was going to gain some clarity. I was going to be away from all the distractions of normal life. I wouldn't have to worry about cleaning a house, paying that bill, and all that. There was going to be less things to take up the space in my mind, and I was able to just focus on me and my inner self and continue to work on my spirituality. You know, I've always been a very spiritual person, not necessarily religious, but I've never felt more at peace. Being able to connect to that side of myself, of being spiritual and having less distractions in my life than when I lived in my car. I still work on it now, but like back then it was just something that I really can't describe unless you actually go through it, but I just felt an inner peace. I saw that me living in my car was going to force me into some healthier habits. Even now I could see how my health has changed since not living in the car. I don't have that necessity and just absolute need where I have to go to the gym every day to be able to shower. And I didn't ever feel right about just going in there and just using the shower. I think I did it maybe 1 or 2 times. But if I was going to be in the gym, I wanted to work out first and then use the shower. I didn't really, and if people don't do that, that's okay. That's just for me personally. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to feel like I was abusing the facilities that I was using. You know, even though I was paying for it, I wanted to use it as it was intended. Another reason why I chose to be homeless and live in my car is because I could see the benefits of minimalism, and I thought that me living in my car would help me to do that. I got rid of so much stuff before I moved into my car. It was like just an ungodly amount. And even now, you know, I live in a tiny apartment and I just feel like I have too much stuff. I still continue to get rid of stuff to this day. I buy necessities, and I think that, you know, has a lot of benefits to it, you know, like that clarity, less things to worry about, less clutter, easier to clean, and just saving money on things that I just don't need. So just to recap, why I chose to be homeless and live in my car. It helped me out financially, spiritually, physically, and to adopt the minimalist lifestyle. You know, and I could go into depth, you know, and on and on and on about, you know, why. And people ask questions all the time about how I was able to achieve it. And, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. You're going to do what you want to do if you truly want to do it. And it was an experience that changed my entire life. And it changed me, I think, for the better. And that's something that's always going to stay with me for the rest of my life. And I cannot thank God enough for allowing me to just have that journey and to have it safely. You know, it wasn't without its bad things or unfortunate events to happen, but I was safe in the city of Las Vegas, of all places. You know, I think it was an experience that not many people get to have, and a lot of people wouldn't even take, even if they have the opportunity, just because, you know, it's different. It's not for everyone. It's not for the faint of hearts, especially here in a climate like Las Vegas. But I did it, and I'm so proud of myself, you know, and everyone is so sweet for expressing their concerns, and, you know, just like, oh, keep your head up, things are gonna get better. Like, things were never bad, you know, things were the way I wanted them to be. And, you know, even now I miss living in my vehicle. I really do. It's just something that I have to adjust to, living in a home, in an apartment. But it was something I chose. Just the same way I chose to live in my car, I decided for certain reasons it was time to live in an apartment. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all of the support. It truly is priceless to me. And once again, I'm Sierra, aka Ride and Dirty.